Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live, and once the last bus was called for the school I teach at, and all my students exited the room, checked my phone, and wow, was I shocked as I saw the Bucks trade for Damian Lillard. Of course, we heard most of the offseason how he wanted to go to the Heat. They were the huge favorites to get him. Then recently we heard the Toronto Raptors may be the favorites. Instead, the Milwaukee Bucks, one of the best teams in the NBA over the past few seasons, of course, won a championship recently, have received Damian Lillard in a 3-team trade. They did have to give up 2 starters in the deal, Grayson Allen and Drew Holiday. But again, a big trade. Let's take a look at their roster via Sportskeeda. I would guess their starting lineup would consist of Damian Lillard, Pat Connaughton, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Brook Lopez. Now, I will say, losing Drew Holiday, I mean, don't just sneeze at that. That is a big loss. All-star last season. Don't think anyone could debate whether or not he's a better defender than Damian Lillard. He is. Of course, Damian Lillard is all-world on offense, so I'm not saying Drew Holiday is a better player than Drew Holiday. And they do have 2 amazing front-court defenders in Giannis Antetokounmpo and Brook Lopez, who was the runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year last season. The bench, yes, they do have Bobby Portis, one of the NBA's best 6 men over the past couple seasons. Man, I wish he did that in his 1 season with the Knicks. They just didn't give him enough of a chance, I guess. But otherwise, who are the other guys on the bench you could count on? Jay Crowder, longtime veteran. Mike Budenholzer wasn't even really playing him the end of that series against the Heat last season. But potential maybe chance that he could start, possible chance he could start instead of Connaughton. I'm going with Connaughton. Malik Beasley, that microwave guy off the bench. Yes, he was a guy who the Lakers really weren't playing in the postseason towards the end last season. But he could play that Jamal Crawford, Lou Williams role. I'm not saying he's as good as those 2 guys, 2 of the all-time best 6 men. But a guy who could score at will at times. And otherwise, off the bench, Beasley, Portis, Crowder. Robin Lopez really hasn't been a part of a rotation past couple seasons. Didn't play much with Cleveland last year. Maybe Beauchamp gets more minutes. AJ Green, Andre Jackson Jr., a rookie. But not much off the bench. Sportskeeda does predict Connaughton would be a part of the starting lineup. Mentions how they also may give rookie guard Andre Jackson Jr. plenty of developmental time. However, it'll be a lot of pressure to pile this onto the rookie's shoulders so early in his career. Greek Freak kind of made some comments how he might not sign an extension until he knows they are going to be that championship level team. Here's the exact quote. I would not be the best version of myself if I don't know that everybody's on the same page. Everybody's going for a championship. Everybody's going to sacrifice time away from their family like I do. Antetokounmpo said in an interview with New York Times. And if I don't feel like that, I'm not signing. Well, trading for Damian Lillard definitely shows Giannis that they are looking to win another championship. So what are your thoughts? Do you think the Bucks are a clear-cut favorite in the Eastern Conference to win the NBA title? Do you think maybe a lack of depth hurts them? Of course, the season hasn't started yet. They could do something else. But interesting to see. I don't expect Drew Holiday to stay with the Blazers. They're probably a rebuilding team. I think he gets shipped off elsewhere. DeAndre Ayton joining the Blazers. Might be their top option along with Scoot Henderson next season. Was Nurkic a good move by the Suns? Looks like he will be the starting center for the Suns this upcoming season, alongside that firepower of Beal, Booker, and Durant. But again, what are your thoughts on the Milwaukee Bucks season? Huge trade in the NBA. Damian Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.